All right, good day, friends. Welcome to another class. We shall be continuing with our public sector accounting past question review. All right, today we're looking at one of them here. That's revenue budget. Revenue budget. Let me look at the question. The question is saying prepare revenue budget and overhead cost budget of this. Okay, so we're looking at revenue budget for this class. Revenue budget, like I said in my previous class, that we will be taking these questions one after the other. If you have not watched them, we have taken some questions before now. This is one of them. I will be taking another question in subsequent classes. Please, if you have any concern, any question, please let us know. Just chat us up in the box below. Straight to today's question. The question is saying that he said local council development area SCDA of Bayelsa State has a population of about 1,548,412 citizens based on the last census carried out a year ago. Full stop. An annual population growth rate of 6% and a 1% rural urban migration in the past years has been estimated for non-LCDA. The following additional information relates to the LCDA. Number one, the population strata show adult men 50%, adult women 20%, the children 30%. Now, number two, 90% of adult men and 80% of adult women are taxable with a flat tax of 800 naira per month. Right? And the next thing is number three. The LCDA has a central market building that is let out to traders with rent as detailed below. 2 floors of warehouses, and it goes for 8 million naira per floor per annum. 300 lock-up shops, it goes for 120,000 naira per shop per annum. 150 sheds, going for 82,000 naira per shed per annum. The market opens for 28 days in a month. It is estimated that 17,200 hawkers trade in the market on daily basis and are charged 200 naira per day for 25 days in the month, while the market also witnesses 1,500 additional hawkers on each of the 3 market days in a month. Right? There are 2,411 houses which are charged local tenement rate of 1,000 per annum. The overhead costs for LCDA in year 2020 are detailed below. Motor vehicle maintenance, drainage cleaning. Okay, motor vehicle maintenance has 540,000, drainage cleaning 185,000, transport and traveling 140,000, office maintenance 128,000, hotel accommodation 223,000, utility services 200,000, and the last one, others 240,000 naira. The last information is inflation factor is estimated at 25%. Now, what's now the requirement? Say required. Prepare revenue budget and overhead cost budget of non-LCDA for the year ended December 31st, 2021. Remember, this information was given to us for 2020. 2020. Okay, this information was given to us for 2020. Where is it now? Okay, so and they asked us to prepare the one for 2021. 21. All right, so let's go straight to the first thing you do is bring out your data. Bring out your data. So this will be your template. This is what you're using now. So we'll start with let's look at the information all together again. Revenue. So we're going to be doing them a step after the other. Let's first look at the total revenue. For the total revenue for let's say revenue generated from tax. You're going to see this in note 1 because we have to put our works into perspective. All right, so note 1, we'll look at this. Let's come down and create a note. Let's say note 1. So what's the total? Let's look at this. Total population. Total population with 6% growth. 6% growth. 6% growth. I should put it up so that you can see it clearly. 6% growth is now how much? Say equals how much is it? 1548 412 citizens. Then you now multiply it by 6%. I mean that's 1.06. All right, just note that I'm actually using Excel here, so just watch out on how I am getting it. Look at my formula here. That's how I got it. Please, I multiply 6%, sorry, 1.06 by the existing population. Right, it gives me this, and so this is the total population with 6% growth. Now you're supposed to, the next one is, they said 1% rural urban. It's now say rural to urban migration. Now you see this set of people, you are not expected to put tax. You don't calculate tax. That's going by prudency rule. So you don't calculate tax of it. Say 1%. So in that wise, what will you do? You less it. You less it. You now say equals 1. No, let's say this multiply by 1%, 0.01. That's 1,000. No, it's okay, 16,413. All right, so you now less it now total taxable population will now be this. So you less equals this minus this gives you this. So you have this. Let's underline it, show a difference, and let's do this. So the tax from adult men will now be adult men. The tax will be what? Will be, open the bracket, put it like this. That's 161,624,903.55, or let's round it up to 904. Multiply by, I want to put it here so that it will be clearer to us, by 50%. You know, adult men, they say is 50%, right? 50%, 50% multiply by, they say only 90%. You understand it? Are taxable, 90%. Then multiply by how much is per person? 800 naira. 800 naira. 800 naira. Then multiply by 12. You know, this is per month. Remember, this is where students usually miss it. Make sure you pay attention to the month, day, and per annum and all that. So, but this one, they say per month. Look at that information too here. 90% of adult men and 80% adult women are taxable with a flat tax of 800 naira per month. So it's going to be times 12. So times 12, close the bracket. So this is what you're working with. This is what you're working with. So let's do it like this. Equals 1624. Is that correct? 1624. 624 904 904. Approximately multiply by 0.5, multiply by 0.9, multiply by what else? 800, then multiply by 12. Multiply by 12. This should give us an answer. All right, so this is 7 billion that the local government is generating from adult men for a year. So let's look at adult women. Adult women goes for the same thing. 1624 1 open bracket, okay, 1624 904 multiply by adult women is 20%. 20% multiply by what is the information again? 80%, which is the taxable percent. Then multiply by 800 naira. Then multiply by 12. Multiply by 12. Okay, this will give us an information. Let's come back here. It's like I have to edit this. Put multiply. That's that. So that will lead us to this one equals this one. Let's just bring this here and edit it. Okay, equals 1624 904. 1624 904 multiply by 0.2. I hope you're following. If you don't get it, please just let me know. Multiply by 0.8, then multiply by 800, then multiply by 12. All right, so this is the amount generated from that they are likely to generate from the, what's it called now, then the total will now be equals this plus this. This is the total from tax. So let's take this total up, copy this total, or let's do it like this so that it will be clear. All right, putting it here like this, and we'll now come and label it adult men, then adult women, adult men and adult women. Okay, so this is it. We'll now bring the total here. Can bring the total. Let's just say this. Let's just bring it here. Right. So that is that on that. That's what they are generating from there. The next one is what? Let's look at the question. 90% of this we are done with number 2. Let's go to number 3. The LCDA has a central market building that is let out to traders with rent as detailed below. Number 1. So in this case also we'll go back to our workings. Go down to where the workings are. This is note. We said this is note 1, Abby. We'll do note 2. Yeah. 2. Right. Note 2 is 2 floors of warehouses, Abby. 2 floors of warehouses. Floors of warehouses. Or let's just rather put warehouse. Rent. Warehouse rent is what? Say per floor is 8 million, right? So we put 8 million, 8, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, multiply by 2 floors, isn't it? And close the bracket. So bring it here. Multiply by 2. And it is per annum, so you bring it here like that. Okay, from this, the next one is 300 lockup shops. Lockup shops. Lockup of shops. 300 lockup shops is having how many? We have 120,000 per shop. Also 20, 1, 2, 3, multiply by 1. That's 300 shops. Then multiply by, that's per annum. That's all. 300 shops. Let's close the bracket. Move. So now do equals 300 multiplied by 120. Okay, that is that on that. The next one is 150 sheets. Sheds. 150 sheds. So we put sheds. Put in bracket 150 times 82,000 times 82,000. Close the bracket. Move it to this place. Plus 150 multiply by 82,000. 82. Right. So we have this. Then we'll now sum it up. Cos this plus this plus this. 1, 2, 3. Correct. So you have this figure. You can bold it to show difference. You can bold it to show difference. So this one is plenty. Okay. Let's put it down. Alright. So this is the figure you're taking to shops now. Copy shops. So revenue generated from tax. Now write revenue generated from shops. Put it here. No, this figure is not correct. Let's do, we'll bring in this figure here. 63 million. Okay. So this is the revenue from what now? Revenue from rent or lease of shop or properties. Let's say from properties. From properties. Right. The next one is the next one is the market opens 28 days in a month. It is estimated that, okay, of course that does not affect the rent. It is estimated that 17,200 hawkers trade in the market on a daily basis. All right, so let's take this again. It is estimated that 17,200 hawkers trade in the market on daily basis and are charged 200 naira. All right, this is revenue generated from hawkers. Maybe I should put hawkers or something, or traders. Let's put slash traders. All right. Should we put this on note or just do the calculation directly here? Let's put it on note so that our work will be neat. Let's go to note 3 down. Excuse me, let me put this. Okay. So note 3. Okay, so note 3, we have the hawkers, traders, revenue from traders. They say 17,200, so it will be 17,200 multiplied by what's the figure now? 200 naira. 200 naira. Let's put naira sign. 200. Then multiply by 25 days. You get it in a month. So you have to multiply it days. Then multiply by 12. 12 months. This will give you a figure. Then look at what they said there. Why the market also witnesses 1,500 additional hawkers. So you are adding, you're doing it like this: 17,200 plus 15. Close the bracket, which will give you 18,000 something. 18,000 what? 18,700. 18,700 multiplied by 200 naira. 200, then multiply by 12. No, by 3. Is that so? Times 3 in a month, then multiply by 12. So let's get the figure for this. For this one, it will be 17,200. 200 multiplied by 25 days and multiplied by 12 to give you this amount. And while this is 18,700, if you add it together in the bracket, the ones in the brackets, add it together, multiply by 200 naira, then times 12. Oh, sorry, then times 3. figure. All right, so let's get the addition of the two equals this plus, so this is the total. This is the total which you will carry to revenue generated from traders. Revenue generated from traders will be this 64. Right, you're doing it gradually. Okay, so the next one will now be what? Said there are 2,411 houses which are charged local tenement rate of 1,000 per annum. 1,000 per annum. So we'll come here and do tenement rates. Do revenue generated from tenement rate. Okay, from tenement rate, let's just do it directly, no need for workings. Let's say equals, because that is simple enough, 2,411 multiply it by how much? 1,000 naira. This is 2,411. all right. So at this point, I think that marks the end of the revenue. There is no other information. So we do summation here. Put equals. Okay, so you are having 9 point something billion. All right. Okay, I think there should be a figure here that is, oh, this is not, please correct this one. This one should be, this amount here should be 1 billion something. I think the computer picked a wrong. Let's have this. Okay, so this is the total that you'll be having now. This is the total we'll be having in this place now, which at least, yes, this is correct. So this is the total revenue for the total revenue for the year 2021. Please don't forget to put it so that your work will be well labeled. Let's put so that should be that on that. No, so the question now says, and overhead cost budget of this place. So just pick the same information that you have here. This is the same information. Bring it down. Copy. Okay, so change this one to overhead. I think it's called overhead cost. So it's overhead cost budget. Overhead cost budget. So this is overhead cost. So what is information? The overhead costs for FCDA in 2020 are detailed below this. Okay, so since it is cost now, it will have inflation, isn't it? So it's ideal we had some portion of inflation on the cost to be prudent in everything in our figures. Okay, so prepare revenue, this for the year, this one. So this is what you do. Let's bring the figures, this thing down here, motor vehicle. So vehicle maintenance. How much is it? This time I might not need this note. Okay, and we might need it. It's okay, let's just see first. 540,000. 540,000. We have 185,000 for drainage cleaning. The next one is transport and traveling. Transport and traveling, 140,000. Next one is office maintenance. Office maintenance is 128,000. Hotel accommodation. Hotel accommodation is having 2 to 3,000. Utility services is having how much? 200,000. Last one is others. It's having 240,000. Right, so when we have this, the best way to undo it is to bring the figures excuse me, put them here. So you now bring this one. Let's remove this. So let's just do it straight up. You just gross them up with the percentage of inflation. So equals this multiplied by 1.25. You get, gives you this. So if you want to do like me, you do like this, and the total will now give you how much? That will be, so you put this as total overhead cost budget, right? And that's all for the question. I hope you understood it. So please, if you did not understand anyone, please let us know, and we would just chat us up in the box below, and we'll attend to it speedily. Thank you so much. So that's the end of the question, and that is 15 marks. You can see it's very cheap, very easy to earn 15 marks. That's on revenue budget, and we have at the same time done overhead cost budget. All right, I'll see you in my next class. Probably we might be going to cash budget. All right, I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Bye.